Hello, happy Friday, my friends. I am so excited it's Friday. It's been a really great week. I've been having so much fun playing with all the new goodies, but I feel like there's like a million more projects to make, and I didn't touch half of the stuff in the catalog, right? It's been a crazy good week of inspiration, hopefully, for you. Thank you so much for joining me this week. As I mentioned yesterday, I have PDF tutorials for all of the projects from this week for those of you that are on my email list. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you get on that super fast so that you can get those. I'll be sending those out shortly after I'm finished here. I'll be setting that up and sending that out to everybody on my email list as a little thank you for following along this week. You can go ahead, if you're watching this video live, once we're done, you can click the By the Shore Stamping title at the top, and that will bring you to my By the Shore Stamping page. And on that page, under the header, is a button that says sign up, and that's how you get on my email list. So if you want those PDF tutorials, you can go ahead and do that. I have project number 5 today. We're using a different bundle than we've used. Hi, Chris. Previously, I feel like I probably should have done my Christmas in July summer and done a different bundle or a different suite every week, because it's just been so much stuff to play with that I feel like I haven't touched any of it. So yeah, it should be fun. Hello, Linda. All right, let me turn this around and we can get started. Give me 1 second to get myself situated. The pup has loved having me home this week. She's been in such a good mood. She's been so goofy. I think the first half of the week she thought we were gonna take off on her again. So she was kind of mopey and sad, and I wasn't sure if she was not feeling good or what, but today and yesterday, she's been very good. She's always good nowadays, but she has been very silly, just like goofy. She's just funny. So she's laying over here next to me on the floor, and she's just a good little puppy. So anyway, happy Friday. Today is day 5 of our Christmas in July. Let me show you what we've done so far this week. So day 1, we made this super cute little camper card inspired by our recent camping trips. So that one was really fun. A little bit over the top with all the die cutting and whatnot, but I just couldn't help myself. I hadn't played in a while. Next up, we had the Gnomes, and we did a die cut template that I used to do the background there. Super simple. I just die cut from the paper, so the only stamping is actually the sentiment, and then I just colored that in with the template. Then we did the Regal Reindeer. This was the Regal Reindeer bundle, but I really only used the trees from the dies and then the sentiment from the stamp set. But I really like how this one came out. We used that shimmer ribbon, some of the brushed metallic dots, and just some simple gilded gold, or I keep wanting to call it gilded, but it's not. It's distressed gold, and the Lights Aglow paper. Then I wanted to play with the reindeer again because I didn't feel like we did it justice. So we had a little bit of a reindeer card yesterday, and that one features the celebration paper that you can get for free with a $50 purchase. So that gold and silver, it has stripes and polka dots. You get, what did we say, 24 sheets of that. And then again, I used that gold shimmer ribbon. So that was good. And then now we're gonna use the super cute Snowman Magic Bundle. And again, I'm not really using much of the Snowman. I'm gonna use this little tree set and the sentiment, but I was trying to keep them simple because we're trying to do stuff that's easy to mass produce, right? So I didn't use like the Snowman. I started to stamp him and build him, but that would have been a lot of die cutting and building and two-step stamping and all the things, which is gonna be really cute, but not something I wanna do in mass production. So we did something a little bit simpler, but I did pair it with the Rings of Love 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So this paper is another one of those freebies. If you spend $50 right now, you get to pick one of the rewards, and it's for every 50. So you can pick more than one if you spend 100, or you can pick one of the higher valued ones, like those camper dies that we used on day 1. But this is the Rings of Love paper, and it coordinates with the Rings of Nature bundle, which is super cute. And again, something I thought I ordered but I did not have, so I don't know what happened. But there you have all the pieces. Super cute. So it's kind of got 4 seasons in it, I feel like, and a little bit of everyday and a little bit of fall, so like this feels very fallish to me. This feels kind of Christmassy to me. This feels a little Christmassy to me. You've got the nice rings here of paper. I love the houses. I think this is my favorite sheet, the houses and these little medallions. So super nice pack of paper. Again, it's free with a $50 order. So if there's anything you saw this week that you just have to have, that might be a good freebie. I was just watching Friends. Freebie for you to select. I'm going to use a little bit of it today on our project. So I'm starting with a thick Whisper white cardstock, folded or cut 8.5 by 5.5, and then scored at 4 1/4, and folded in half. Okay. All right. So I know this week has flown by. So, oh, thank you guys. I'm glad you like the cards this week. So I'm gonna set this piece aside. We're gonna go ahead and start with a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch piece of Poppy Parade. And I'm gonna distress that actually. If you guys ever do this, I'm distressing it with my paper snips. So you're just gonna drag your scissors right along the edge of the cardstock. Oh, Shelby's interested in that. What am I doing? I wish you guys could see her right now. She's literally leaning on my thigh. What is it? What am I doing? Can you see her nose? Oh my goodness. I told you, she's in such a goof today. But she clearly doesn't know what I'm doing, so she's over here to inspect. I'm going to make sure she doesn't knock my trimmer off the table because that'll scare her. Such a goofball. So we're just taking our scissors and dragging it along the edge of our cardstock. What's funny is I made this card this morning and she was here. Maybe it's the Jingle Bell actually. I don't know, because I did it this morning and it didn't phase her. So maybe it's the little jingly ribbon charm that I have on there. Too funny, you guys. She's such a Fruit Loop. She's my little, I don't know, she's really making me want to come back home and work at home again. But it's just such a little space in here. And I got so tired of being stuck in this room like 20 hours a day, basically. But there is some nice parts to it, my little pup, and not having to go to leave the house. No commute. Not that my commute is bad. It's like 5 minutes. All right, there we go. So there we go. We've distressed that. You'll see it does leave a little bit of a mess on your table, but that's fine. We just wipe that off. Could actually use that if it was white cardstock. Look, you could make some snow. Little dog fur mixed in there too. Never hurt anybody. Okay, so I'm gonna throw that out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my patterned paper, and you could use either side, but since we're doing Christmas, I'm gonna go ahead and do that striped side. And I'm going to attach that to the Poppy Parade. Oops, do I have this the right way? Yep. All right. And it is a little bit messy, but sometimes it's fun to get a little messy. It's also not something I would do when you're mass producing because it takes a while and it is very messy, but it's nice once in a while to add a little interest to your project. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the 3 little trees from that Snowman Magic. I know. I can work at home whenever I want. And I should do, we talked about that actually, Chris and I did. I should do like, I work from home like Mondays and Wednesdays or, you know, something like that, just so that I can, because I do like being here with her. But I will say I'm not quite as productive here, I don't think, because there's too many distractions, like Friends, which I was just watching during lunchtime, and children and husbands. Hubby came home early today, so we were kind of lounging on the couch and watching Friends together, eating nachos. That was lunch today. And he was naughty. He brought me ice cream from just an ice cream sandwich from downstairs. I'm like, ice cream in the middle of the day? That's usually a dinner treat. So fun, but we feel like we're so free this weekend because we don't have anything. It's the first weekend in a really long time. And we do have a birthday party to go to for my nephew, but we don't have like anything we have to plan or host or anything like that. So it feels really freeing today. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the Thinking of You this season on a 1/2" piece of Pool Party. Definitely one of my favorite colors. Hello, Amy. Thanks so much for watching. Hi, Becky. So now we can go ahead and assemble a little bit of this. I'm going to attach the trees here. We'll attach that right across the middle. So I do have some prize patrols to do. Probably won't do till Monday. I got to go through all the posts from our party in the post. So I will do that over the weekend or Monday morning, one of the two, and do a live Monday afternoon to award some winners. So if you haven't commented on the party in a post, the one that's pinned at the top of the page here, you can still do that this weekend and have a chance to win some prizes, so that's always fun. Now, what did I do? I die cut this little tree, and I don't know what happened to it. Did you guys see it? Well, shoot. This is what happens when you do things in advance and then you lose track of them. So maybe I'm just going to have to die cut it again because I don't know where it went. Oh, I found it. I found it. So I used the little dies here, this little one, to die cut a little stick tree. They looks like a little Charlie Brown tree. I love this one. So cute. So I'm going to use that on there. But I also wanted to point out this die. You guys, this is like the piece de resistance in this bundle. It is such a pretty die, and it's basically going to cut out like a frame for you to use. This would be great for my scrapbookers to put a photo in. It's great for my card makers because it's perfect size for the front of a card, but super fun die that comes along with that. And then of course all the elements to die cut your bits and pieces of your snowman. So it's really a true build a snowman stamp set, which is kind of fun. All right, hello Carol, thanks so much for sharing. All right, so now I'm gonna take my liquid glue and we're just gonna put a little bit of that on my tree, just doing a little dot on each side here. And we'll put some in the middle, just a little bit to hold it in place. Don't really need a lot of that liquid glue. It will hold very nicely. So I'm going to stick that right about here. And we'll tack that down. Whoops. Okay. Put this on. So you can see this is coming together nicely. Then I'm going to use the new silver threaded twine. This stuff is fun, you guys. It is a little bit thick, so I'm not going to do a bow or anything with it. I'm just going to tie a little knot with it. Just because I feel like adding a little silver in here is kind of fun. So do that and tie that, and then I'm going to trim that down really close in. I don't want that much of it there. Okay, there we go. So it's tied right at the tree. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my Wink of Stella. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and just add some wink to this. I'm just going to add some Wink of Stella to these trees. And I'm not obviously being very meticulous about how I'm putting it on. I'm just kind of adding it to the general area of the tree. So it will have a little bit of sparkle. There we go. And finish that up with the last couple. I'm going to add a little bit to the big tree too. So this one will be a little bit better about getting it right on there, but I'm still not being super meticulous about it. Okay, and then I'm going to grab one of the large rhinestones and use that for the top of the tree. It's like a little star almost. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead, flip this over, and we will attach this with some dimensionals. So I have my leftover bits here. So I'm going to go ahead, put those on. And you're welcome. Thanks so much for following along this week, Linda, and for taking part in Christmas in July week. It's been super fun. So now I'm going to go ahead and, hey Darlene, I'm going to go ahead and attach this like so. And there you have it, card number 5. Super cute, very easy. This one would be pretty easy to mass produce. Like I said, the only thing you might want to switch up, and you could actually eliminate this little tree. That one I have to die cut, so that would be a little bit more time consuming to do mass production for. Also the distressing, you might want to take that out as well, just because that would take a little bit of time. But the rest of it, if you just did like the matting of that paper and the stamping here and the sentiment, it would go really, really fast. You could even take the ribbon out if you wanted to, if that was a little bit too much. It's also a little bit bulky, so you might want to not do that if you're sending a lot. You could do like maybe a bow with the linen thread, which is much thinner. That probably wouldn't cost you any more extra postage. So there you have it, our 5 projects for the week. I'd love to know, hold on, let me put them in order. I'm going to ask you which one is your favorite, so get ready. So number 1, I'm going to put them in order here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 at the top, or number 5 here on the bottom. Which one is your favorite? I'd love to know. I think if I would, I don't know. I really like the first and the last 2, but I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably say the reindeer is my favorite. But I really like this one too. So, and I like this one, and I like that one, and I like them all. So I'd love to know which one you guys like best. I got one for the number 3, 2 and 3, nice. So yeah, so thanks so much for following along this week. As I said, celebration is going on this month and next month, so you get a free goodie with every $50 you spend. Plus, if you order before the end of the week, so before Sunday, you'll get an extra goodie in your email, in your thank you card that I'll send at the end of the month. So you'll get a brand new embellishment from me just for following along this week and for taking part in Christmas in July week. So that's just an added bonus, plus of course the celebration goodies. So feel free to reach out if you need any help with an order. If you've got a specific project and you want some help putting that together, I'd be happy to help with you there. Or of course, if you just have any questions, I'm always happy to help. So thanks again for following along this week. I will be sending out all the tutorials for these 5 projects via email in the next couple of hours. So if you're not on my email list, be sure to go to the top of this page and click sign up so that you can get on my email list, and you'll get those tutorials for free just for being part of my email list. All right, you guys, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks again, and we will see you again on Monday for the prize drawing. So don't forget to comment on that party in a post as well, so you can be entered for those too. All right, guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye.